I can get to the top.
Today we are talking about news stations and video games. Alright. First of all, I wanted to send this to some major news companies, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, see how they respond. Okay? Sure, what to send them. Don't send any hate to anyone mentioned. But you see, children. Let us tell you a tale that dates back to the 1930s. You see, there was the MP. I don't know, but it was a company that censored. Then was outlawed in '66, the same year that the Batman TV show came out. 1966, the same year that the Batman TV show came out, right? And boom. After that, the MPAA was born. It censored movies, kind of badly, in my opinion. These screwed over indie movies the hardest. They had them over barrel the hardest, right? So now flash forward to the 1990s. The same. I'm pretty sure the same year that San Andreas took place in '92. But we're not here to talk about Carl Johnson. Oh heavens no. We're here to talk about the ESRB. Now the ESRB, and me personally, we don't have a history. I hate them. If they make me want to throw a flashbang into a warehouse full of epileptic children, they make me want to do that, right? But they recalled all copies of GTA San Andreas. But no, we're not there yet. Okay, so what happened? What happened was that, well, censorship happened. In the 90s, a little game called Mortal Kombat happened. You may have seen me play it on this channel. But that was the X version. The 1993 version, or the 1992 or 1993 version, guess what? They're still out there, but they're kind of rare now. So?
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
So basically, what happened was that...
It's on the way. Okay, I got stuff to do.
That the ESRB was born because Christian parents didn't know what to control their children, and didn't even look at the things that their children were playing or watching. Okay? So government agencies had to do it for them, which first of all, I know you're about to comment, but they shouldn't do that. And I already said it first. Hey, maybe look after your children instead of letting other people raise them. But that's the entire point of a babysitter, and I know to call it bumper. And of course, to be read that on real terms, one sandwich if I read this. Wait, the cheese is dry. The cheese is dry! Okay, back on topic. But the MPAA decided to peddle out games. Right? This was in America. Soon, the British agency, German, Australian,
How you doing?
Australian, and a lot of others formed. Causing what I call the censorship countries. It was so bad that South Park, a series known for its woke humor, had to label or warn it with the game's stick of truth. Actually, no, not a label. I'm sorry. Whenever there's a graphic scene, they just straight up cut to a picture that's animated. I'm not saying it's a moving picture, but you know what I mean. Alright. So, then yeah. Let's get into the reasons why the MPAA and ESRB were born. Alright. The reason why the MPAA was conceived was because, well, they needed a new way to make censorship. And in 1930s, the older MPAA decided to restrict a lot of it, which made Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho the first movie in the history of man or woman or non-binary person of human history to make to make a movie with a toilet and the sound of it flushing. All right, and a lot of it continued. Then we're still groundbreaking in films today. We're still groundbreaking. James Cameron's Avatar actually took over as the highest grossing film after wiping the floor with James Cameron's Titanic. Okay, but yeah, the
Got some extra
MPA
chips in your pocket or on your shoulder?
here's what the
Indulge
original
yourself
MPA
at the
did.
casino store, where the latest fashions are available.
Which means boobs, but you know what I'm talking about. Naughty locals duos. Naughty. Alright. But basically these were like the penalty boxes. If filmmaking was hockey, these were the penalty boxes. Sucky penalty boxes. Nobody likes penalty boxes in any game ever. I don't hear someone say, hey, I love those things in hockey. You know, with the big strong fighting men would just sit around in the naughty corner. Right? So, what happened was that MPAA died out, right? In 1966 because filmmakers couldn't do jack.
I think he came back with Megan and Haley.
Then the MPAA happened, right? Which meant filmmakers could do stuff as long as it was okay to Christians, which everybody knows. Nothing's okay to televangelists and the people who follow them. Also, it's Joel Osteen, because he's actually a pretty good preacher. Honestly, in my opinion, he's honestly pretty good. You know, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. My honest. It's pretty good at delivering the message. About saying God is gonna condemn you to hell if you don't donate. You know? Alright, but stuff like this, stuff like the thing I'm showing you right now, which is my character back tattoos, was banned in the MPAA. Then came the ESRB. Mortal Kombat happened, and it caused many games to be censored. Nintendo put Sega on blast during this, which said Night Trap will never be on any Nintendo console, yada yada yada. You know? People on the internet. As we're sitting here at this bonfire, I'd like for you to take a moment as a moment of silence to stupid people who decide to let the government raise their kids, not do welfare checks though, like actually make laws enforcing that. But yeah, make laws enforcing that. Make laws, right? Basically, both the MPAA and the ESRB are both unconstitutional, right? From my findings, because censorship is mentioned nowhere in the Constitution. Freedom of speech, right? Well, movies and gaming are art forms, and art forms equals speech, so the hot coffee mod should be available regardless, and there should be no ratings for whatever you want. Okay? There should be no resistance. You did this. You brought this upon yourself. You brought this upon yourself. I'm not kidding. Right? You know, in my opinion, in my opinion, um, Little Nas X is fine. It's still fine in my eyes, right? But in Christian parents' eyes, well, in televangelists' eyes that are extremely homophobic and / racist, he's a sinner. Condemn his ass to hell, right? And guess what? Nothing really happened with that because, you know, just like the MPAA, there's also a music foundation, which I'm pretty sure was the same music industry who tried to sue a dead grandmother, who was dead for 2 years and didn't even own a computer. And the same corporation who sued a 2-year-old girl. Bitch, best get making onto that lemonade, bitch. Imagine them saying that. Like, this would really insinuate that you're a gangster. Okay. But yeah, understanding corporation. But honestly, the MPA, whatever.
If the action at the
Okay.
tables is too hot for
Now
your
let's
blood,
get on to
cool down
now let's
in
get on to
the
2000,
located on the roof deck.
2004. Down, 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 right? That game, San Andreas, the one intro I keep liking, because you know how I was first introduced to San Andreas, a GTA Online horn. Okay, but what happened in San Andreas was in the original Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2 releases, there was a thing called the Hot Coffee expansion, where basically your character can mate with one of your 6 girlfriends in the game. Can mate, procreate. Okay? Now, this would have been dandy and all until the PC version. Then some hackers decided to mod it so it would activate it. Then the hot coffee mod, right? But it wasn't even in the original game. ESRB. It wasn't even in the original game. It was you had to hack to get it. Okay? Maybe instead, right? Maybe instead, hold on. I know this is gonna sound crazy for the answer. This is gonna sound crazy. Don't recall one game that has something that you don't like on it. Don't recall it, then give it a new rating just to hurt its sales. Okay? And by the way, San Andreas is actually a very important game in the history of gaming. Well, it gave light to you know, Sean Fontero, which was Young Melee's. I'm pretty sure it's either Young Melee who voiced CJ. Pretty sure it's Young Melee who voiced CJ. Like, and then Steven Ogg and then all of them, they were fine, right? But with that, Rockstar had to make some changes to this damn game, which then guess what, hurt its sales. So they had to bend to the demand by it, right? But guess what? It doesn't based off brand. But if it's Nintendo, regardless of what game it is, if Nintendo made a GTA clone, it would still be innocent and fine. Alright, happy camper, get out. I have my own living quarters. Oh, I got ran over by a truck. Man, I feel bad. Not enough to care. Okay. But yeah, people are gonna say, hey, wait, isn't that proving the opposite point? You'd be right. But guess what? Fuck you. Right? But what happened is that it's basically they're trying to insinuate stereotypes about gamers that we're all violent. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, hey, you sound like a real megalomaniac right now. Have you forgotten to take your pills? Well, I thank you for your consideration. Or have not. I'm just going off on a tangent. Let me clear that with one quick Pez dispenser. And we're done. Alright. So the MPAA, let's get into their controversies. Boy, there's a lot. First of all, they were criticizing indie films, right? This would be like if I started a book service, right? If I started a book service, you know, like I read books for you, not like not in like the Audible type sense, but in like the hey, let me read this book for you. I'll review if you could just get it for your children or not. There's only recommendations, right? Da 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 da. Right? But yeah, a country where it comes hard to spot censorship, you're not gonna guess who it is. Germany and Japan. Germany, any game with human-related blood, out! You strike out! You have no ex-girlfriend. You will be girlfriend. You will be prison, bitch. Right? Like that. Like that time one of these sportscaster said to me one day. But what happened? Up next was a lot. Right? GTA San Andreas, there was a lot of ballers in the game. There's a lot of ballers. You know? There's actually a lot of ballers in the game. I don't mean that in like, oh shit, homie, you ballin'? Damn, homie. For real? Like that type of. That's not what I mean. I mean like the gang, the ballers, like the purple dudes. I don't mean the purple aliens, the purple dudes on Grove Street. Right? But what happened is here that, well, censorship happened in Japan. There's a lot of things in Japan that was trivialized, which I found all about, right? Dude, the wonderful world of the GTA wiki, right? And by the way, the MPAA got up, not the MPAA, but the Motion Picture, not the Motion Picture Society, but what I mean is the ESRB, who got pissy at Rockstar, and pissy, and the human rights and the anti-torture groups became pissy at Rockstar. Right? So basically what the United States is trying to do is like, psst, hey man, you're not making me look good, right? While GTA is breaking records. Sorry if I keep clapping, there's a fly in my room. Fuck. Basically in Grand Theft Auto, the characters would have to dance.
Good to see you again. This place is cool.
Huh?
Thanks for the hookup. Later.
Ooh. Okay. But what happened was that, you know, shit happens. And when shit hit the fan, Rockstar, they didn't backpedal on it like they did in 2004. They went along with it, right? Also, were these people the type of person to get pissy as soon as they read 50 Shades of Grey? Also, it's a video game. It's a video game. It's a video game. I get anti-torture society saying, hey, we're just standing up for the victims of torture, yada da 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 da. I get you. But don't get pissed about a video game. This will be like me joining PETA, even though I still eat meat. You know? And I'm not endorsing them. I hate them with every bone in my body. Right? But easy come, easy go. Little high, little lows. Right? But what happened is that GTA sold a lot. They sold. Okay? They sold. God damn it. They sold. Right? They sold millions of copies worldwide. Right? that doesn't break Tetris, I don't know what will. Actually, I'm pretty sure I think it broke Tetris when GTA Online came out. But yeah. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on? God damn. Tell me, what the hell is going on? Okay, back to the MPAA, right? Trademark. Both those companies are trademarked, right? What happened was that they let you shit on indie films. So let's say if I created a film, right? Think I like to cry at the ocean, because then my tears are part of the ocean. As like a depressed movie, they would still say I had nudity in it, and there was a scene between two characters. No, there wasn't. There was not. It was literally a half hour of me saying, okay, I cry at the ocean. So then that makes my tears seem small, right? But they'll clown on you. They'll shit on you. They'll clown on you, right? Then this is where we get into YouTube censorship. Now I get it, YouTube and is getting screwed over by news corporations trying to screw over video games or accidentally screwed over, but screwing over YouTube at the exact same time because of the paradox. Yada 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 yada. Down 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 down. Stuff like that happens, and then what happened was here's what happened. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Okay. What happened was that, well, you know, what happened was, well, that they shat on indie films, right? They shat, right? Because they were made by mainstream sources. Why is I not allowed to drink? Yes, my character preserves Bavarian fine lager. I prefer lager. Character prefers lager to regular beer. Okay. But what happens here is that the MPAA is to clown in a movie, right? Like they made, like Sia made a, never mind, not that Sia movie, but an indie film was made, like detailing the Holocaust, right? NC-17. A big studio makes a film about the Holocaust. PG. All audience, baby. Okay? But then that's where the things come in. Look, I have a theory that in the MPAA and the ESRB, the reason why they're banning other players from getting pleasure out of it, getting a kick out of it, you know, is well because get this right. Their wives or their girlfriends or whatever the fuck they have at home doesn't pleasure them. Sure, they have a laptop, sure, right? That basically they're like, oh, man, I must seek pleasure, homie. Let's ban other people from seeking pleasure, homie. That's like censorship 101. Look, if you're gonna censor something, be fair to everybody. If you're gonna censor something, don't be not fair to. Do not be fair when it comes to someone making a film as an independent, right? Hell, if Tommy Wiseau's The Room was released today, it would get an NC-17 rating because it's indie, right? But get this, they banned a woman getting pleasure from a man in no clothes naughty party, and a two people no clothes naughty party. Okay, but a woman doing the devil's tango in a car with a man is totally fine by the MPAA. Okay? If it's women getting pleasure, oh hell no. It's only supposed to be the men, damn it. We're the only ones allowed to have pleasure. You know? It's kind of stupid. I think about it, when I reflect about it. Okay, now let's get into news organizations. Fox, CNN, MSNBC, RT News, and Good Morning America. Listen to me when I say this. I hate you all. All of you. CNN, I hate you the most. Fox, I hate you second to most. MSNBC, I can give you slightly a pass. Give you slightly. I think I'm giving you a full pass away from the shit you've done. Okay? Now, what I mean by that is that CNN tried to dox someone, and they completely lied about it, saying, hey, we got the wrong guy, da 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 da, got the wrong guy, sha da 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 da, they got the wrong guy, da da da, they got the wrong guy, yada yada yada. Then that's what happened. But basically, they decided, Fox, okay, Fox, I want you to listen to this part. You decided to say that Fortnite was addictive. No video game in existence has ever been that addictive. Like, that you turn into, like, a sort of, like, Dobby from Harry Potter, like, yes, can I play Fortnite? Come on, take me to your Xbox. If you know what that was a reference to, you know what that was a reference to. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. Hey, homie, I didn't allow all this. Why the hell are you building an operations in my nightclub? Man, this is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. Fun adventure. God damn it. Right? Basically what happened next is that, well, after the whole fiasco, the MPAA decided to say, oh hey, those were still banned, but let's stay on the Fox train, right? Fox, she said that Fortnite was addictive. I could refute those claims. The only video game that has been that addictive, I'm kidding, there's no video game that is that addictive. What if you smoked a lot of meth before playing it? Like, shit tons. Like, so much that you make Snoop Dogg jealous. I don't mean that he's a meth head, I mean that he's a weed head. But, hey, honestly, he still makes good music. I'm still rocking Snoop. Okay? But, regardless of what happened, what you said will come back to bite you in the ass when you start becoming a gaming news network. Didn't you say that Fortnite was addictive, Fox? Did you say it was addictive? Right, and it was, by the way, this was Fox, get this, right? This was Fox in Australia. And if you remember, Australia and the UN and the EU had to ban some of the South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut scenes. Not Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. I'm sorry, not Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. I'm sorry. I was gonna screw this up and say Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. That was a South Park movie. Not the game, but the game was advertised by PewDiePie, so I can't really do jack here. But that game had violent scenes, right? Then they wanted it out, right? They took it out, right? And then put an image, then describing what happened. You know?
What's up, man? Greetings.
That's what happened. That's what happened there. You know? That's not what happened, right? MSNBC said, hold on. I only read the Fox. I only knew about the Fox one. But let me watch the whole video about them. And let me give my commentary. This is terrible gaming news reports by Diamond Bolt. Okay. Okay, basically, Fox's claims were essentially video game bad, Fox News good. Okay? Sort of like the Homer Simpson thing at the end of Marge Simpson and and Screaming Yellow Honkers, which can also be switched out for Large Marge. Finally, a Simpsons episode for me. Okay. Basically, Homer J. Simpson was forced to read out a statement by Fox, condemning MSNBC to hell, but promoted CBS, or promoted PBS. I'm pretty sure it's PBS or CBS. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's CBS. And yes, I just caused a Mandela effect. No, but there's a lot of Mandela effects surrounding me. Yes, my original photo was a Mega Man X character, but I removed it for copyright reasons. Not because the owners of the photo took me to take it down. It was because, when I made it big, I was too afraid of being sued and then paying them out. Because I'm a cheap fuck. Because I'm a cheap bastard, like those news stations are. Yeah, and you can guess. Yeah, and if you're one of my friends, you probably get what that's a reference to, Mario. Because whenever somebody asks me, "What's your least favorite Mario enemy?" Cheap. Ah, I'm going to fry that fish bastards. I'm going to fry those fish bastards. Honestly, I hate cheeps. Okay? They swim too much. I'm kidding. They're good. They're fine. They're honestly fine. But I just call it cheap bastards. Cheap sounds like cheap. Y'all get it? Alright. Get the core working. Alright, now we can watch the entire video together. Oh. And yes, I think that was a copyrighted song, but I don't know what song that is. So look it up on Shazam and get back to me on what song that was. But what happened essentially here was, yeah, stuff happened. Fox completely slandered Fortnite / Epic, which Epic should sue for. Yes, I know you're gonna hear me say the word sue a lot, right? But I'm just telling them what to do, because that's slander. If saying one thing is so addictive, it's more addictive than meth, amphetamines. If it's more addictive than that, then yes, you should totally sue, because that is slander. And you want to know why Fox is doing this? Nobody's allowed to have fun, right? But Fox isn't the conservatives don't know how to have fun. So as the liberals, paintball guns were banned in the state of New York. They were banned. Imagine those children who loved paintball guns. What are they gonna do now? Fire at each other with real AR-15s? Although that would be a sight to see in a movie, I wouldn't want to see it in real life happen in front of my eyes, because I would be, bitch, I'm moving to Canada. I moved to fucking Canada, where firearms are illegal, and there's a 5-party system, which is actually much better than the United States' 2-party. It should be a 5-party system. Everybody should get an equal chance. Okay, Fox is... Okay, we're also gonna be seeing his reaction. Okay, Terminator Salvation, the arcade game. If you've been to Dave & Buster's, you know what this game is. If you've been to Dave & Buster's, you know what game this is. It's a shooting game based off the Terminator films. You know? That's the entire name, right? But you also hold a prop gun, which is like the NES Light Beam. The NES Light Beam, right? The NES Light Beam. So, what happened? Was that it got slandered for being violent. Which first of all Which, first of all, by your logic, that means that deer hunting is also violent, and that's apparently a papa and son it's a papa and son a thing. It's a papa and son. By your logic, it's criminal. Yeah. I remember being at the one birthday party. I remember that I developed this joke recently. It was like whenever I say the word papa, I say like papa. Papa used to work in the coal mines. I don't mean that actually, but I'm just doing it as like an opening act or anything. No, but everybody, don't believe everything you see on the news, okay? Unless if you have the research for it. Don't believe everything on the news. Remember what happened with Ahmed Mohammed? Remember what happened? He just stuffed the guts of a clock into the thing that made it look like a bomb. Okay? You don't put the guts of a clock into a briefcase, take it to school with you, and nobody would think that's a bomb. Nobody. Nobody's gonna think it's a bomb. Okay? Nobody's gonna think it's a bomb. Nobody will ever think if it's a bomb. Okay? Okay? Then I refuse to do my research on arcade craniacs because I used to hate arcade craniacs, right? But guess what? It was actually all clever satire, which I liked because many people who know me, I'm a huge fan of the Warren Michaels show, Saturday Night Live. I'm a huge fan of that show. I know when Hulk Hogan and Mr. T were on the show, once around the show. I'm pretty sure they all went their separate ways and did something else for the show, but that's the one moment I recall of the show. Oh hey, the Vinewood Mall. Man, I'd go here. Oh, if it wasn't so damn close all the damn time. But, people, alright, see the greater LS area? Okay. But people, we all need to understand, government shouldn't be rooted in censorship. In fact, in the United States, isn't what our forefathers died against censorship? I know you're gonna say, but taxation without representation. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, I'm trying to give an inspiring speech. You have to go ruin it with your mouth. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Okay? But isn't that what our forefathers died for? Not having censorship? Wasn't Ronald Reagan an American president who survived being shot? Wasn't he an actor? Wasn't he the target of censorship? Wasn't he the target of censorship? In fact, I'd like to say a lot of things. Censorship in the EU is just recycled from the United States. Okay, I get it. A lot of things have been recycled from other things. Fry's outfit and Futurama is actually based off James Dean's outfit in the movie Rebel Without a Cause. Yeah. So I'm still watching this, right? And Fox decides to go up and interview this man, right? And what happens is that he says there's a difference between reality and virtual reality. Okay? Nobody ever seems to know this. Whenever something bad happens, like a school shooting, and I'm saying this hypothetically because one time this actually happened where the shooter actually played video games, but the press forgot to leave out his favorite video game, which he'd play for 10 hours a day. Get this, right? One of the most tame games you could ever name. Dance Dance Revolution. Oh my Jesus Christ. I don't mean that in a hateful sense. I just like, oh my god damn. Honestly, imagine being that dense of a news organization that you would leave out his favorite game to generalize it. and by the way, GTA 3 went and demand and didn't make any 9/11 references. While Foxy News over here decided to say it made too much 9/11 references. It wasn't. By the way, for those of you wondering when GTA 3 released, 2001, the exact like Rockstar had to leave Rockstar building because of it. And that's how bad it was. That's how bad it was for Rockstar. They didn't make any 9/11 references because Americans. They didn't make any 9/11 references. What they did was just make a game that takes place in Liberty City, which is literally just New York City, but in Grand Theft Auto. That's all they did. That's all they straight up did. Then, basically, everything Fox tries to do will be stopped. Now it's on to the game company side. Now it's only time for me to mention 2 game companies that I hate. Okay, Square Enix. I'm a friend with someone who will love Square Enix. They will not shut up about Kingdom Hearts. Either way, this friend is still good. They're still a homie. He's also a YouTuber. I've subbed to him. He's a great YouTuber. Okay? But what happened with the Square Enix, if you played on PlayStation or anything that allowed you to broadcast, if you play through the entire game that you purchased, probably with your own money, if you're an adult, if you're a kid who loves Final Fantasy, you probably used a credit card affiliated with your parents, right? But guess what? Where the real country? Guess what? Square Enix decided to threaten to sue players if they ever dare reveal the ending to the game. That's what would be like if I made a game called Bon Bon Fun Time, Bon Bon Cherry Cherry Fun Time, Wada Wada Bing Bang, Choom Choom, gun noises. Which I speak like gun noises. Like if I made that game and I made it good, but the ending was like a meh, and I sued players for actually discovering the ending. Do you know how backwards is that? You know how backwards is that? It's extremely backwards. If you want your player to play the goddamn game, at least allow them to televise it, to stream it. That's what I did for Grand Theft Auto 5. And I haven't gotten a cease and desist from Rockstar yet. At the moment, yet. And fuck that shit. Oh yeah. But what? Oh, we made a Futurama poster. Well, Futurama related thing. I can name all of them. Okay, starting from the top. And no, don't you dare edit walk over this. Okay, Fry Leela. I'm a Futurama nerd. I know. Okay, Professor. The one surprise robot that explodes. Alert! Rule out the by the Omicron Persei. Celebrity Chef Elzar. I think this is Linda. Or I think this is like when Bender got the sex change. Clamps. Why isn't he? Well, I actually didn't think who he was until I saw that quote. Why isn't he here now, fathering our grandchild? Alright, like that's Leo Wong. Oh yeah. Which is actually Earl, the cop. But trivia time about Futurama real quick. What happened was Now get this, right? Get this. Okay. Futurama came back as a mobile game, right? And one of the quests is to purchase. I have not seen a video game. The quest is literally to purchase. This would be me, like, go back to the game analogy I made with Square Enix, right? If I did that. But either way, the Futurama mobile game is still good. It allows me to savor that Futurama taste. You know, the one that networks won't bring back. A box. It is my uniform statement that I am here to read aloud something written by me, and I do this on my own terms. I do this on my own terms and my own free will. Futurama was a shit show, never coming back. Get over it, deal with it. In terminology, Fox News good, Futurama bad, Comedy Central great. Okay, I was kidding with that, but Futurama should totally come back. And everybody, I know you're gonna say, yeah, huge nerd, bitch boy in the comments. Okay, fuck you, man, fuck you. Ready? Fuck you, honestly, man. Alright, now it's time for the alternate ending of what would happen. Alright, I want you to take a moment to pause, and then come back. Skip the time frame after I did this. Oh no! Ooh, if you're scared of heights, don't do this. Scared of heights, just skip the timestamp after. I'll tell you when to skip. Ow! Okay. Now you can pause. Now, here's another free fall. If my character was literally invincible, then I would have totally survived that fall. Okay. Okay, but honestly, so what happened here is that actually Rockstar should totally add this to GTA. It should be like a special ability that only affects the player using it. The outside world remains the same unless he is in contact or combat with someone. So if someone tries beating his ass, if he could just use Michael's abilities to slow down time, just straight up bullet time punches him. But in the GTA Online, but in the rest of the GTA Online world, it looked like he's moving at supersonic speeds, which they do double the damage. They do double the damage. If you know, zoom out, like they're doing this, right? There's only a small window to stop them, which then you have to dodge the punch him twice. Now with slashes, it'll be like you know like those, like if you've ever been to like one of those restaurants where they cook the food in front of you with like the wine on the thing and then lights them on fire, and then just cuts up the fish like nothing ever happened, like a lightning speed. That'd be the exact same thing, right? Except these don't do double the damage. These do like half the damage that they would usually do. And until they end, they only do half the damage. So yeah. When it ends, when the final slash is done, it'll come down straight on the neck, causing an insta kill. Okay? Now for golf clubs. For stabs just like that one. Let's say that the so like shit like this real quick, like like this should be like a sword in Grand Theft Auto. This should be a sword. Okay. Man, fuck all y'all freaky ass motherfuckers. The freaky ass motherfuckers.
이런 젠장.
Wake me up.
I'm calling the police.
Okay, but for Franklin's ability, I was thinking like the pause time thing, we only limited to the vehicle in. So, yeah, that's what would happen. The vehicle ends. So let's say that, I don't know, you're in a room or 2000, you press jump and parachute then slow-mo. Your car would be dropping at a relative distance to the time slowed down. It would be falling at a relative distance. And if we get into the grand scheme of things, well, I wouldn't have time for this video. Well, basically, here's what would happen. The car would be falling down 2 times the rate that it usually would be. I'm not the only one who just heard that. Okay, Joe.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
It doesn't help that my door creaking sounds also like a drill. Okay.
Blind asshole.
Okay, but what happens next? What happens next is like the Trevor's ability. Trevor's ability scrap that ability altogether. We already have something that causes the ability. The hatchet. We already have something. So I was thinking of a radioactive mode, which hit with one thing or a bullet would cause damage and allow the player to take over the bodies, which allowed them to rob stores and do stuff, right? But the one level would go back to the player to make it all even and fair. They weren't allowed to kill themselves. They weren't allowed to access their weapon wheel to drop to them. And what happens is that they can't destroy vehicles. Basically, they have to use weapons already limited to the player to wreak havoc. Okay? Also they can give orders in the organization. So basically, let's say that person A controls person B. Okay? Person B sits down. No, alright, people. We need to have a little chat about the state of this organization. Now, me personally, I'm thinking that we should move. Right? Look, I know where we should move. Right. And nothing's happening here. The Los Santos IAA, the International Airport of Los Santos. So what do y'all think? Yay! Right? They get there, right? They find their boss, like, betrayed them. And what happens next? That's only what the player A does. Player A does. The person A does. Basically,
Our fearless
it only
leader.
goes for like a certain amount of time. So like, after getting close contact with the player, like it would start to vanish, and the person being controlled would be able to hit themselves, causing damage to the player, double the like 3 times like not 3 times the damage, but you know what I mean, like 2 times the damage, like punch, boom, da da dum doom 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 boom. What happens then? Well, the player gets knocked out. The organization leader comes back with the inventory back, right? And basically the organization leader says, "So where were you guys, and what did the man tell you?" "Nothing, that we should come here or get our bundas kicked by you." Man, this G right here decided to whack me. I was navigating through souls, and I stumbled upon the vehicle. that you mans decided to drive. So I entered it. That's what caused it to speed so fast and throw two of you out the. That caused two of you. And also the other player can purchase cosmetics with their own money for the player.
Very sharp, boss.
Basically, think of it. I don't know how you want to think of it, but or just not all of that. So. But what happens after that? What happens after that is like the helicopter, like, and I went into man's helicopter. I caused it to fly at normal altitudes, and I straight up no cap. I straight up tried to drive. I straight up tried to tell you all to get out, but my phone was still on my previous body. So I tried to get into another's body. I did, but he logged off, which leads me controlling a civilian body, which I purchased a new fit, got a haircut that looked like me, and now it's here in my body rack. There should be like a body rack in the game. Like if your character gets like stolen, you can use. Would have the same personality as you, same everything as you actually, as the original account, as the original thing that was getting hacked into. You can use random civilians or vehicles, which is very good for like a possessed thing, you know? I know what you're about to say in the comments, but that's so broken. Like, pro players could just straight up headshot somebody and they'd still be alive. Yeah, I know, because the bullets do like half the damage that they would already do. Hell, even half the damage, like a quarter of the damage. Basically, they would need to fire 4 bullets just to kill. And even then, they're already inside the body by the second. So, before they can execute. So, basically, then you can just control the players, control the player who possessed your body, right? And when you both get into contact with each other, basically what happens is, the thing I described earlier, that's the exact same thing that I described earlier. That scenario would happen. Basically, they get near each other, they start having access and control over each other's bodies. Right, if they punch someone who is controlled by the opposing thing, like the other thing,
I've got a lot now.
like the other faction, or the person that shot. What happens is that if they punch their character in the face, they would end up taking damage. Their character would end up taking damage, just like usual, right? But it wouldn't appear on the player who possessed them's screen. It would go to them. Then when we gain full control of each other's bodies, they could just straight up still duke it out. So yeah, then the radioactive thing happens again, which causes it to control. Well, you know what happens? Happened. Los Santos. Alright. But yeah, the next thing you can do, Rockstar, is after you add Michael and Franklin's abilities, you can like be able to customize abilities on a scale ratio. So basically, if you want it to be 1/4 of Franklin's abilities, 2/4 of of Michael's abilities, and you want it to be like 1/4 radioactive.
Oh,
You can
hi.
choose that on a nice ratio slider, on a nice little ratio slider. You know that exists. I know it takes a lot of work progressing.
Did somebody say
I know it
something?
takes a lot of work. Just act like the character is the exact same character from before, except with different physics, like all GTA games. Not to be rude to Rockstar or anything, but yeah. But yeah, after that, what would happen next? Well, I was thinking of an update which allowed abilities to counteract each other. So let's say that the um Franklin let's say that the Franklin ability is about to run into the Trevor ability, right? They would just straight up punch, and the vehicle would be done, pulling this man out the roof, pulling man out the roof. Now if radioactive now that would happen, that would make a lot of sense. But what would happen is that it's slowly stuck, right? And then once under the car, sure it can grab on, but it would hurt a lot, causing it to be near done. Okay,
Hope you
near
find
done,
it, I guess.
near that your character is done. The radioactive ability can be counteracted by the Franklin ability, by the Michael ability. Basically, punch one bullet, right? Just punch one bullet. Actually, no, just punch. Let's let's say that the combo existed, right? Let's say that combo existed.
There's a difference between games and real life? What? I want to get to the point in life where the news credits me as being a gamer. Professional gamers like Patrick Scott Patterson. Professional gamers, okay, it just keeps getting worse. Patterson says the gamers are being left out of the conversation. Maybe because we keep referring to them as gamers. Patterson says it all boils down to good parenting. Holy shit, no wait, what? Here's one from 1994 about violence in video games. Made before the ESRB was established by
So,
publishers of
you're
games that proves your company
looking for
absolutely
stuff.
nothing since parents still complain anyway. Video game. Games have become a $4 billion a year business. Great many children and new parents know to put them on their Christmas lists. It centers mostly around Mortal Kombat, the game that inspired the rating system in the first place. The objective is to finish off your opponent violently. Another method is decapitation. Oh my god, you even showed us on TV? Think of the children! It's there, so I'm not going to try to hide my daughter from that. Thank you, you goddamn hero. I got a good thing out of telling you something. Stop you writing. Wait, hold on, this isn't Fortnite.
Dr. Brian Stonehill at Pomona College says research is clear. People, particularly children, are made more aggressive by playing violent video games.
Source, studies. Trust me, bro.
I like to say news
Who?
sources, like whenever they're talking about something that they don't know about, like it's like bro, trust me, like sources, bro, trust me. You know, it's like me saying, oh hey Max, don't do anything, da 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 da, and then saying, but there's multiple research, but I have a friend who works at a lab. Then they said da 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 da, it wasn't true. Max do nothing. Da 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 da, do whatever you want with that information. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're an asshole for saying that. But in the grand scheme of things, hey, what do you have to say?
Hope you find
Oh, I didn't
whatever
know
it
that
is you're
those weren't the job kind
looking for.
ones. Shit, I'm an idiot. Boogie woogie boogie woogie. Okay, but what happened here is that, you know, something happened. News media didn't like it. And by the way, I have this debate. I have this debate most of the times. When I just basically shut them down, put them all to rest. There's another one that springs up. There's always another one, like saying, "Oh, but are you violent? Then you shouldn't be talking. You don't know what your sources are. Doctors, researchers, stuff that isn't Fox." Now we're about to get into the CNN/ABC shit, but so deep warning people. Here's the shit. Basically the shit about ABC. In 1994, they said that Mortal Kombat was bad, and that they hired a researcher. Oh yes, the classical sources. Bro, trust me. That's the only source that they provide. Bro, trust me. Fuck. It's 2 a.m. Why the fuck isn't this all bad? I wanna see Infinity War. Why is this opening for me? I did nothing. Okay, fine. Maybe I did blow up that lady, but I did nothing. You don't have anything. Okay, except for that. And that. And that.
Hey there. What can I help you with? Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
Bro, what? Basically all these news sources in 94 were saying, bro, trust me, right? Now, here's where ABC comes in. I'm MSNBC, because you heard me say MSNBC. Thank you. People are trying to talk sense into these dumb numbskulls and news organizations. Okay? Everybody, if you're not a paranoid schizophrenic, then you should know what the difference is between fiction and reality. Okay? If there was no difference, then well, we'd be all watching the Mortal Kombat tournament by now happen. We'd be all watching in Liberty City and as a crown lord in Los Santos does da-da-da-da-da. Houses would be more easy to break into. The Purge movies would happen. Don't you see how stupid you're being? News organizations, don't you see? No, I'm gonna keep referring to them as news organizations. You see how stupid are you being? It's outshadowing the fact that you only do this for clickbait like YouTubers. I thought so. It's your bro, trust me, source. It doesn't make me want to bro trust you. It makes me want to bro trust you. Okay? Hey, where is that from? Okay, that's not true. It's fine. Okay, but what happened is basically people trying to talk sense into these organizations. You know, I like to start my own country. Called fucking man. We're called Bonerland. Which one? Fucking or Bonerland? Where we don't have such restrictions. Get this, right? Get this. Get this. If you caught flipping up, like committing crimes, you went straight to jail. No due process. Well, actually, there is due process in the country, but regardless, we'd have a strong military. Consoles would be directly imported to us by Japan. We'd sell them at our currency. Da happens, and then shit happens, you know? We won't have a rating system. We won't have a movies rating system. I know, it's such a wild and wacky idea of running this country. But hey, if a YouTuber can make better decisions than full-blown government, who am I to judge? Okay, but let's talk Australia. Let's talk politics. Let's talk Australia.
Hey, my bad.
Australia.
Really, I apologize.
Alright. Whoa, wowee! You're a full continent and you're like embarrassed. Wait. It's finally raining. Boys! Yes, it's raining. Hallelujah! As long as my Wi-Fi doesn't shut out, that's all we know. When my Wi-Fi don't shut out, we're fine. But everybody. Why does every Fox News lady, why do they look like they would date someone only if they got paid for it? Like, I'm an actor.
What's shaking?
Okay. Let's hear this. Bullshit. Let's hear this bullshit tonight. Okay. Yo. Why would Ben Shapiro be a reliable source? This is literally the equivalent of saying, "You trust me," when an argument happens, and then your friend's like, "Oh yeah, you have a small penis," and he's like, "You trust me, I don't." Like that. That's the type of people that Ben Shapiro is. That's literally Ben Shapiro to a T. Okay? He sucks, but we should like him. And he sucks. His hair looks like a sucked dry mango. If you shit on it. Why do his eyebrows look like something I found in the last Indiana Jones movie? Like, I'm like, Great Scott. I did not know this was possible. Also, look what's here. It's a gun. Oh, I know what you're thinking, but isn't that the Red Dead revolver? But that's also a game. Sorry to let you know, that's also a game. Ooh, heavy pistols. a P
That
pistol.
was made in the US of A. I promise.
I would love to get some of my friends together so we can do
Protect
web
yourself
stream.
and have a nice fucking
Let's
day.
Look, you see how the GTA landscape has changed? Soon, I used to be able to purchase stun guns, but now we have the ultimate stun gun. Whenever Ben Shapiro wears a suit, why does he look like a child who's trying to play as a grown-up? As an adult. Why does he look like that?
Hey, what's up?
Like, trying on Ben Shapiro has nothing in common. They're like that one kid at school who said, hey, if you don't play with me, I'm gonna tell my mom. Da 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 da. And their mother was like the head of the PTA or some shit like that. So you let this kid hang out with you? Though you don't want to? Ben Shapiro looks like that kid if he was a grown up.
How's it going?
Right. Let's hear what Stinky has Ben Shapiro has to say. Oh, I wish you could get piercings in GTA. Yeah, piercings. Yeah, look at that. Katana. Alright, hold on. Okay, everybody. We're
Your body
like
is a
tattoos.
canvas. Pick
I'm
some up.
kidding. We're not getting like tattoo. That's way too much ink on my body.
Later.
It's way too much ink. Alright. But in my opinion, I still want to blow up.
Shit.
But yeah, Fox. You might have Fox and friends in your title, but I wouldn't like to. Don't you dare start slowing down on me, you asses. No, but actually, when you look at Ben Shapiro in this, it looks like a custom character on The Sims that I made. Like, voila, Ben Shapiro in The Sims. Also, by the way, I have to be derogatory to these people that Ben Shapiro was born into his family and decided to basically make something of the Turner Diaries.
Hey, look, it's fuckface!
I think that's bad. I think that being seriously bad means evil and then
Hey, buddy.
that's farther from that couldn't be farther from the truth. Usain Bolt can run farther from that and the truth, and he wouldn't it.
What the hell?
Okay. But yeah, Ben Shapiro's lips. Why does Ben Shapiro's lips look so artificial? Why do they look artificial? His hair looks like if you took real William Johnson's and combined mines. And I was trying to grow it out to the longest hair ever. Why does he look like me, Ray William Johnson, and Billy Joe Armstrong all combined into one person, like super emo force? I want that to be a TV show, Super Emo Force, based on that one joke by that one person who thinks of jokes whenever at a funeral. Right? Okay. I know what you're thinking. Coveralls, that's bad. This boy bad news here, menace. Right. There, the overalls we started with. It kind of slows my mobility down. Although it does make me look like I worked at Benny's, Original Motorworks. And it doesn't make me look like I operate a tractor, but it also makes me look like a barista, which I like. Alright, Ben Shapiro. The only way that I'll let you deliver news, you get rid of that ass haircut. I mean, get rid of that emo force, super emo force haircut. Yeah, actually, kind of looks like if I, Billy Joe Armstrong, Ozzy Osbourne, and William Johnson combined into a person. 3 people, all black hair. Yes, honestly.
Some of these games are.
I'd like to say one thing. Ben Shapiro's the type of person to get mad when somebody says the word Trump, but also runs a full political talk show.
Are really wild.
Bro, Fox News literally showed a clip of Animal Crossing. That's the most wholesome game of all time. How are you going to try and ruin it now, Fox? I want to see. I want you to bunk everything that Fox says. I know it's giving them attention, right? But let's debunk the out of it. Alright, first claim.
Holy shit.
You know them, Call of Duty, I don't.
Call of Duty. It's called Call of Duty, you fucking idiot. Call of Duty, you fucking idiot.
Very glad they're so informed about the topics they're talking about.
The Norway killer trained on those. Okay, let's research. Answer by being extra. Okay, let's look up his Wikipedia page. Alright? Planning. Planning. He told a coordinator on time. He used a holographic device. That shit doesn't exist in 2021, let alone in 2002. Let alone in 2002. A fertilizer bomb. And okay, he did say that, but maybe it was for the trial. Okay, because for a second of all, holographic device. Okay, that didn't even exist in. That wasn't even finalized in. That wasn't even finalized until 2005, which then his murders took place. So basically, Fox, you're bullshitting all of us. Okay, next claim. I'm trying to fail to see where that's the game publisher's problem. I'm failing to see that. Okay? Why is there so many outlets? Alright. But regardless, hold on, wait, get this right, Fox? Do your research.
You see how you think doing this?
I don't get how me playing on a controller and me playing Fortnite with my boys, with the homies, I'm like, yo, Jay, you ready? Yo, Double J, you ready? Which I have 2 best friends, which names are Jay. I'm like, yo, Jay, you ready? Alright, homies, let's play, motherfuckers. Let's play. Alright, dude flanking me on my left. Alright, I took him out. How is that going to correlate in me and my 2 friends committing a mass murder? How is that going to correlate? I'm trying to see where that's our problem.
Anything remotely like doing it in real life. But hey, man, whatever helps you sleep better at night. All-consuming, all-pervasive thing in this guy's life.
Or it's not called playing. It's called not playing the game. I didn't think it was that simple that I have to explain to an entire news organization. You can choose to do whatever you want. God damn. You could choose for whatever you want to do.
I love the choice of footage here is some guy freaking jumping around with a bow and arrow. Like, that's what you choose to portray realistic violence.
Consumption of these violent video games has been going up continuously since the early 90s.
Why does Ben Shapiro talk like the dude? At the end of the commercials, like side effects include heartache and nausea, diarrhea, explosion, spontaneous combustion, held in thorns, and and less steroids and weakness. God damn, he talks too fast. I'm gonna have to put the video in slow motion. Oh no, I put in 2.5.
Hi, this is Kathy.
I put in 2.5.
Are you kidding? I totally nailed that audition.
Okay, finally, now I can understand what he's saying without. Okay, I'm sorry. Go on, Ben. Go on, Ben. I'm sorry. A content violation under the First Amendment. As well as that the ESRB and the Motion Picture Association of America are both unconstitutional. Therefore, should be eliminated. Oh, and she has a cross on. Don't make the priest joke. Don't make the priest joke. Don't make the priest joke. Don't make the priest joke.
Unbelievable.
Don't do it. I swear to God, if you do it, don't do it. You
They
guys
told
can
me
make
to
the
lose
joke for
20
me, but
pounds.
Hey, whatever.
Wait a minute, I found his DDS house. No, I found his DDS house. The obey tailgater. The obey tailgater. It's owned by the person now. Fuck me, Trevor. You fucking bastards. I'll just do your fucking car. Oh. I thought it was. Okay, let's just say it was the same vehicle, but he traded it. But no, he traded it. God. He traded his Pimpmobile to Jimmy, and Jimmy got this new car for him. And Jimmy got this new car for him. Jimmy got this new car for him.
How can I be of service? Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
Okay, but anyways, Fox News really doesn't think about, hey, I'll stop it. And aren't you guys the same people who say that Twisted Sisters is a video for we're not gonna take it? And I wanna rock are too violent, even though there's no blood in the videos. And D. Snyder himself said this, that it was picked from my personal cartoon library. The stunts were picked from it. You're the type of people to complain that guacamole is too hot. Actually no, that nacho cheese is too hot.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Dumb bitch.
Watching something behind the screen that you are entirely aware is fictional is equivalent to being in a real-life situation where you or another person are in actual danger.
That should do the trick.
You wouldn't be panicked about it because you played freaking Call of Duty. Right, cool, okay, sure.
It could be a growing addiction, potentially stunting the development of children. One doctor uses the term digital heroin.
Oh no! I cannot.
I have a personal crusade against news people. I have a crusade. Okay? I have a personal vendetta against them. Personal vendetta. And yes, look at me, so educated with the smart of fancy words. Okay, I get it. You're probably not expecting me to say that, but I have a personal hatred / vendetta against them. The news that I hate, okay, is always trying to impress gamers, such as myself. Yeah, fucking realize Fox News bitches. Fox already had a triple whammy. Fox already had a triple whammy. And Fox had a triple whammy. About you know. Fox had a triple whammy. We're just trying. Oh, not unsubscribe.
Taking your manufacturing job.
Okay. Hold on, ABC Newscaster. Hold on, ABC Newscaster real quick. Let me tell you what secret that I have. It's called shutting your phone off. You're dumb, stupid ass. I can see like all the newscasters in one room saying, preparations A through G failed to get gamers done. Now it's time for preparation H, which if you don't know is actually hemorrhoid free. And I'm there saying like, yes, I agree that preparation H feels good on the whole. It feels good. And this codename shall be any song. Fucking number. Any song and preparation H are both hemorrhoid free. Stupid ass. You have such sick sense of humor. How dare you be in the presence of me? You peasant. Okay, we say don't slander corporations. I would say don't slander. And also, I'm not saying that I'm slandering either of them. I'm just roasting. If you can't stop, won't stop playing video games. Alright, I'm gonna quote this video. Have you ever decided to take a time out of your life, sit down with your child and whoop his ass? I'm doing this as my future one that is my quote. Don't you see that you should whoop his ass? I'm pretty sure newscaster mom can make a little cheat code. I know about gaming. Little cheat code I know about gaming and gamers. Gaming addiction. And gaming addiction was filed by the CDC recently, in the 2010s. It was filed. Many people were outraged at the CDC. I myself included. I was outraged because there should have been called something better. It's a gaming addiction. You fucking ass. Also, what if this kid had some serious trauma that he never coped from? Like this dude had serious trauma that only only video games could fill. Maybe nobody thought about that. If this dude has a tragic past. Nobody thought about that. Nobody ever thought about that. Nobody ever thought about that. Why didn't nobody ever think about that? Yeah, you're welcome to stole Michael's car and been shot and hung for that by Carl Johnson. Alright, but can't stop, won't stop playing video games. Alright, let's play. Online. It's a typical day. He's playing 60 hours a week. Alright. If we go by George's recommended time for gaming, which is usually, as soon as you come home from school, get your homework done, it'll take 2 to 3 hours. Then wash up, eat your damn dinner, and play video games. Okay? That's it. That's all it is. Why do I look like big school? I'm going down the corridors.
Get out of here!
It scared me.
Die, you fucking idiot! You asshole! Close it! Jesus!
Ooh.
Loser! Take cover! Give me cover! Now we go to war!
Now. Josh begins skipping school. Don't you see how stupid you're sounding right now? If a child skips school for a game, maybe, hey, maybe sometimes like it was not the child itself. Maybe she isn't doing that. Hey, maybe you had like the serious trauma that you never recovered from, and you don't know his life story. How do you know? You don't know his life story. He was born at a very young age. They don't know.
Go in for the kill!
He was born at a very young age.
I need cover! Fuck!
They sent a kid into the Utah wilderness, right? Because he played video games. Imagine being that of a
You dirtbag! Fire!
Because he doesn't like fiction. He doesn't like fiction. Think about that. Think about how hypothetical he turned to be right here. How is it the dad's fault? Maybe his wife is stressing his ass out. No.
You messed with the wrong man!
Stop assuming the most waiting shit.
What a pansy!
Please stop assuming that. Please stop assuming that give me really do. Yeah. Please stop. Please stop assuming that give me really
Get a job!
Rehab is drugs. If you're comparing video games to drugs, I think video games are drugs.
Lay down fire!
Why would you say that?
You're gonna die, bitch!
That's gonna play for the actually actually.
You dirtbag! Bring the man down!
By the way, doesn't help that ABC is now owned by doesn't help about that. That they actually
You are mine!
that doesn't even help. That doesn't help.
What a
That really
pansy!
doesn't help. In my opinion, that doesn't help. Like they were recently acquired by Disney.
No weapon!
Oh, like a long time ago they were acquired by Disney.
Die! Take
Oh my god! Newscaster, you can't just cherry pick and choose. I know people are about to say what the fuck is recording.
I'm reloading! Fucking pussy!
If I ran my own opinion-based news channel, I'd be called up saying, "Hey, I'm not an actual newscaster, I'm a fake news."
Come on! Bend over here and come! You stuck back! Fall behind! Grab that guy!
Really, all these people talk like this, right? Okay, that was what's the most steps. Okay, top 10 most movies. This one's number 1. Which shot went from of an animator into the sea. Body covered. A girl chose wedding or something bad. Maybe that girl was sweet.
Fucking pussy! Give it up, ass! Hit the deck! Moron! What a pansy! You start bagger! Die! Moron! Get out of the way, you! You dirtbag! You fucking pussy! On the floor! Are you alright? Moron! Fuck you! You're going down!
People are like, oh, I miss the good old days when,
You fucking pussy!
get this right, I miss the good old days when, get this right, I miss the good old days when children would come home with concussions.
It's over! You're dead! Fuck you! You're done! Finish them all! You fucking pussy!
Bro. Oh, and see then, you remember I said on VO and those kind of things? Well, I think it's on MSNBC has amazing thing yet. I'm going to leverage mine on this pipeline. And later that proves that I was wrong, that I will make a retro video with not with anybody, but just to correct what I was wrong. Just to correct. Like saying, yes, MSNBC did this. So, no, none of them have a pass. Well, except for PBS. Also, can I tell you something? Can I tell real quick? This kid in that one movement with gaming thing. Why does it look like he was forced at gunpoint? Say it. Why does it look like he was forced at gunpoint? Like, Billy, if you don't do it right now, kill your family. Fine. Being a gamer is bad. In conclusion, gamer bad. Gamer bad. Old news good. Also, I can't believe they wouldn't even. Oh my god! I just guessed Diamond Bolt's reaction. It's completely killed it. I thought it was behind the camera. I thought it was actually behind the camera, not inside the thing. That man behind the container looks like a pedo. Like a pedo. He looks like he just joined these kids. I'm not saying that he is a pedo. I'm not saying that he is. But guess what? Guess what, everybody? Guess what? It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not kidding. It's literally a joke. Yeah. I'd like to say one thing real quick. Everybody, please send this to news stations. Okay? Can I tell you something real quick, everybody? You newscasters listening to this, about to react. You about to react. Think about what you're about to say. About what you are about to say. Now, after we're done talking about the newscasters, let's get on to YouTube censorship. Alright, YouTube. I don't mean no harm, okay? But, here's what you should do in relation to the Gabby Hanna situation. Don't. You know, we're not gonna finish this here. You know, everybody, you know, what have we learned here today? To get this, right? Get this. Okay, here's what we've learned here. You wanna know what we've learned here? Leave your answers in the comments below of what we answered. But what I say we might have learned is why we should of why you know you should why censorship is bad. Also, oh hey, that's my thing. Something. Wait up! Wait up! No, my bourbon truck! My bourbon! I know what you're thinking. This is great exercise. Yeah, but I'm moving at the pace that it's actually kind of easy to catch up to a moving van without vehicles.
Hey there!
Hey.
All right.
With the right amount of quick thinking, he was able to steal the moment.
Shit stomper!
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ow.
Damn it!
Now. Don't move. Alright. Anyways, we're out of here. Let me see. I have a question. Why is the former why is the former star of the Disney Channel? Why is the former star of the Disney Channel trying to match people to boxing, trying to match people in boxing fights? Ah, wait, look. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Can never rest. People, we should dethrone celebrities like that like to scam their viewers and put in new celebrities who don't scam people. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering who I was gonna name, but I'm not allowed to name them. I'll get DMCA strike down, a DMCA takedown. Notice, I'm not allowed to name them. Okay. So, if 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 you manage to meet me in person, I'll tell you who I'm talking about. Be some.
Watch out! You weirdo!
That's something I want to figure out. But just in case you're new to any of this, I think it's best if we start.
Oh, fuck me! I'm out of ammo!
I remember when Bitcoin used to be cool.
Get up! You... Officer down! We got down! You creep! Shit, he's gone!
Several large hedge funds will severely boost media coverage.
About what you're seeing when it comes to the stock right now.
Look at the intelligence saying 700% this month. The GameStop is worth over $10 billion. The last
You
count.
bitch! for that matter. I just dropped $124 on Kanye merch for an album that isn't even out yet. But I do know that when a company is destined to fail, Kanye merch for an album that isn't even out yet. But I do know that when a company is destined to fail, there will be those who try and make a little money on the way out, which is exactly what happened with GameStop. Powerful Wall Street hedge funds filled with former frat guys were essentially betting on GameStop's inevitable failure. They were shorting it. To put it in the most simple terms possible, the more money the company lost, the more money went into the pockets of conniving Wall Street investors. It happens constantly, only this time a third party happens to intervene. Friends.
A new generation of investors is in their phone, fueled by the Wall Street bets group on Reddit.
It's been a wake-up call, in their words. The investment subreddit Wall Street Bets quickly picked up on just how much shorting was going on. Not just with GameStop, but AMC Theaters and BlackBerry, to name a few more. That's when they realized just how much chaos they could cause if they collectively chose to pump these failing companies higher in value. So the 3 million Redditor army quickly began buying up as many shares as possible, causing the markets to explode, turning a decent profit into running over greedy hedge funds and causing big Jesus. Discord moderators from all over the country were able to spoil their hopefully with illustrious earnings pocketed from pumping stocks like Nokia. But seeing so many elite Wall Street crooks crying on national television, they felt
I got a great idea. Ban social networks and talk about buying short stocks. But that's cool.
created as a joke in 2013. But instead, after Tesla CEO Elon even the next month, still selling it for the peak of 7 cents, which later rose to a grand 70 cents in May. Not yet. If I had held my original investments, I'd be rich. But this whole environment, I'm not mad at all. Like, why do you laugh? Then again, if the value of an entire currency can be leveled by a single tweet from Brian, you probably shouldn't be pouring your life savings into it. All that to say that admittedly, putting money into Dogecoin or any other crypto that does not contain actual utility is more or less just gambling, which isn't bad on its own, but being aware of this reality is essential so you don't make any super brash decisions that hurt you financially. The spontaneous and burst of success from a coin like Jones was a rare event, a fluke that left early investors rich and gave everyone else a case of FOMO, the fear of missing out in the future. Can lightning really strike twice? What if something like Doge?
Alright, that's the end of the stream. Do whatever you want with that information. Love you all.